Hello everyone and welcome to FCA Friday. This week's is going to be a lot more happy and uplifting and everyone's in a better mood and it's the Friday before Christmas. Yay! So let's get started with a Christmas tag. I've done a similar, or maybe it was this one, I don't know, Christmas tag a few years ago, but there's no reason you can't redo a tag, especially because it's one that's so festive and fun. So let's get started. Yay! And I have the questions all written out here. Let's go ahead and get started. The first one is, what is your favorite Christmas film? Now, based on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versions of A Christmas Carol that I own. Oh, they fell everywhere. That I own. I'm going to say it's probably A Christmas Carol, but a very, very, very close runner-up is Tokyo Godfather. Based on the 8 versions of A Christmas Carol that I own, it's probably A Christmas Carol, but a very, very close runner-up is Tokyo Godfathers. They just slid a little bit there, okay. But this is a new kind of Christmas movie, and I feel like, A Christmas Carol is this classic tale that everyone's heard of. There's a million versions of it. But Tokyo Godfathers is a little bit more rare because it's obviously a Japanese thing. The Japanese do celebrate Christmas. At least a good portion of their culture does. And this is really good animation, really good acting, really good scenes. It's about 3 homeless guys who, 3 homeless people, I should say. One of them's transgendered and one of them is a teenage girl. But the 3 of them find a baby in the garbage dump where they live, and they spend Christmas Eve and Christmas Day finding its mother. And it's a really fun adventure, and it's all about, forgiving and love and charity, and even when they don't have anything, they're able to give, and that's just such a really uplifting, very, very connecting thing of that. The next question is, have you ever had a white Christmas? Well, how I've lived in the north most of my life, yeah, I've seen a little bit of snow in the Christmas time. Do you spend the holidays is question number 3. And right here with my family, Merry Christmas, with our tree. And my significant other comes and stays with me over Christmas, and we spend it here, surrounded by all the Christmas goodness and all the niceness of Christmas. I kick it right here at home, a little intimate gathering with the family. Number 5 is, what is your favorite Christmas song? I'm sorry, I missed one. That's number 4. Number 3 was, where do you spend the holidays? Number 4 is, what is your favorite Christmas song? My favorite Christmas song is probably Hark the Herald Angels Sing, just because there's different ways. You get so much more variety with it. You can't do a slow version of a Jingle Bells, and you can't do an upbeat version of O Come All Ye Faithful. Hark the Herald Angels Sing, it can be done solo, it can be done with a choir, it can be a little bit more upbeat, it can be calm and serene. So it's probably Hark the Herald Angels Sing because of the message and because of the variety you can get with the song. Do you guys open gifts on Christmas Eve? Sometimes if there's a gift that is meant to be opened Christmas Eve, because that's when we do our family Christmas party. We invite friends and neighbors and stuff over to the house, and we have so one year we opened a karaoke machine. A really sad year when my maternal grandmother died, we opened the last Christmas presents from her that we had gotten on Christmas Eve. But most of the time, no, unless there's a particular thing that's meant to be enjoyed on Christmas Day or before Christmas, it's typically we open everything on Christmas morning. Then, oh, I can't read my own writing here. It says, can you name all of Santa's reindeer? I can. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donder, Blitzen, and Rudolph. And if you ever seen Oswald, the really old 90s cartoon, Olive, the other reindeer. His little wiener dog, you know, save the day, Christmas, yeah? No? Okay. A real tree or a fake tree? It's real. I think. I'm pretty sure. Best gift I've ever received. I always receive really nice and thoughtful gifts from the people in my life, which is I'm very blessed and very thankful for all of that. But I'm going to say my camera or my ring that my significant other got me, which has like an opal in it, and that's his birthstone, and he had it shaped like a heart because that way I have a piece of his heart. It's cute. So those are probably some of the nicest gifts I've ever received on Christmas. And of course, you know, like I said, treasure things, my grandmother and people like that. So I guess it's hard to choose when you get surrounded by love, you know? Do you like giving or receiving gifts more? Everybody loves receiving gifts. You love that thoughtfulness, but I definitely love giving presents more. And I'm not just saying that because that's the nice thing to say. I really think that when you're giving somebody a present, you know, it's all about them. The time and money that you took to pick out the present, get it for them, wrap it. And for me, I'm always like, what wrapping paper and ribbons and bows and name tags would be the best for this person, for this present. And, you know, when you're giving them a present, you're giving them a moment of love and joy and all that thoughtfulness. And there's anticipation that they're going to love their present. And, you know, you are giving them a thrill of the moment. There's a mystery. Anything could be in this package that you're giving them. And that's so treasuring. That's a wonderful moment. And it's a nice shared moment between two people or between three people. You know, if a couple gives a gift or, you know, is receiving a gift. Those are really nice, sweet things. Let's see. Next question. I lost my place again. A dream holiday visiting place. I've never been anywhere but home. I have traveled to other places throughout Christmas Day, like visited relatives when I was younger and stuff. But typically we're just at home. And I think that if I had a dream visiting place, I wouldn't want to visit it on Thanksgiving or on Christmas Day. But if just like a holiday treat, I would like to probably go maybe to New York City. I've been there before, but just the hustle and the bustle, and there's a lot more, you know, there's ice skating rinks there, and you could go to fun, you know, public Christmas parties and stuff like that. So I think that I would like to visit Times Square myself for a holiday visiting time. Let's see. Are you a pro gift wrapper or do you fail miserably? I gotta say, I'm gonna brag. I'm a pro Christmas present wrapper. I'm very good at wrapping presents and they're so pretty. Took years to get down. I'm also, my one fail is that I do use a lot of tape. I'm known in my family for the almost excessive amounts of tape that I use to wrap my presents, because if anything's sticking up, I'm like, get down, Crease. But otherwise, I'm pretty good at it. I can't really do any fancy techniques. I can only wrap a box. What? I can wrap a box pretty darn well. Most memorable holiday moment. Associated with my love of giving gifts, it's always when somebody has opened their present, and there's quite a few of them where the person was in love with the gift. They were truly surprised and happy by the present. One being like when my mother opened her movie set of, what is the name? Pride and Prejudice, because my mom loves Pride and Prejudice, and she's one of those people like me who will rewatch movies over and over and over. And for a really long time, none of us liked when they were on TV because they're very long movies, and Mom would be about them. So one year, 1 or 2 years ago, I gave her that. I gave my mom a washer, a power washer, and my mom's a clean freak. She really likes cleaning, so that was a really big deal for her. And one year before the rest of us had cars, we had convinced a friend of ours to take us to Fin, Feather, and Fur, which is a hunting store. And my dad was he started hunting, and we said, no, we're not going to the Fin. We don't need anything from the Fin. And so because he was the only one with a car and a license, he didn't think he was getting any hunting stuff. But like I said, we got somebody to take us up there, and we bought him all this hunting stuff. And the first thing that he opened, that was all of this hunting stuff. I think it was like the hunting outer thing was the first thing that he opened, and he was completely blown away because he thought that we honestly didn't get him anything from the Fin, and he was truly surprised and really, really happy. So it's those things. I'm gonna die of whatever. Let's see. When did you learn the truth about Santa? Here's the thing about Santa Claus. He's a saint. Saint Nicholas. You don't get to be a saint or dubbed a saint without having been a real person. And Santa Claus is the spirit. He's a saint. He's an angel of giving, charity, and generosity. So if you don't believe in Santa, you kind of don't believe in Christmas, because that's what Christmas is all about, is giving and charity and generosity. So Santa's all good with me. Do you have New Year's resolutions, and do you stick to them? I do. Number 14, do you have New Year's resolutions, and do you stick to them? I typically make several New Year's resolutions, and I stick to about 3/4 of them. There's always one or two that kind of get off the wagon. It's usually the workout one. I usually make a resolution to work out 2 to 3 times a week, and almost inevitably in the fall, in September or November, I typically I don't work out or October or something, where I just, for whatever reason, just don't find the time to work out, and then I pick it up again for the next month. But I always seem to fall off of that one. But for the most part, I try to stick to them. But yeah, I like them. What is your favorite holiday treat? My favorite holiday treat is probably shadoons. What is your favorite holiday treat? And mine is this. This is a shadoon, which is kind of like a not a cannoli, but a calzone or calzone, however you want to pronounce it. But it's an Italian bread dish, and it's stuffed with cheeses and pepperoni stick ground up, and I home make them every year. They kind of have a strong taste. They're not for everyone. It's a very acquired taste just because they're not sweet at all. But we only make them at Christmas, and that's because they take an hour to make. And because of the size of them, you can only get like 3 or 4 of them on a baking tray at a time. And when they take an hour to bake, that's a long day's cooking right there. But they are one of my favorite things, if not my favorite thing. My other favorite holiday treat is ham, because at least in my family, we don't eat ham throughout the year. We only eat it at Easter and at Christmas. And even though it's really delicious, we kind of reserve it just for those couple times a year. The last question is, what makes the holidays special? What makes the holidays special for me is just everybody getting the day off, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, whatever it is that you celebrate, everyone gets this day off from work, and everyone around really understands, at least in America, everyone really understands, everyone chills back, no one bothers you, you can get through a day without worrying about all this stuff of life, because it's a day when life calms down and you get to be with the ones you love, and you get to give them presents and eat good food and make nice memories. And so for me, that's the best part of Christmas, and that's what makes the holidays special. Thanksgiving and New Year's, getting just a chance to start again and just be with all of those people, hopefully for another year. And it's sad when they don't make it through that year, but that kind of makes it a little bit more appreciative for you and the rest of the people who you get to be with. So that's the end of the holiday tag. I will see you for the next FCA Friday next week for Makeup Monday. And of course, I'm vlogging every day for Christmas, and I will see you then. Bye, everyone.